So Trump had a rally in Iowa over the weekend. We looked at the things that Trump himself said, and it was completely out of this world bonkers. Trump still getting support from Iowa Republicans. Chuck Grassley was there. So were others. What about the people that go to the rally? Because without them, Trump is just a guy speaking into a microphone. Really, really great stuff from Ron Filipkowski, cataloging and covering the rally goers. So let's just go through some of these, and you're going to see really, again, what we're up against. Here is Jane. Jane says she decided to move from Alaska to Iowa when she heard Trump would be there. This is crazy. Take a listen.
I found out about the rally before I moved, so that was part of the incentive for moving as well. It's my first rally.
President Trump made someone move to Iowa to go to one of his rallies.
By the way, this young lady wearing a socialism sucks hat. There's no socialism in the United States, but socialism sucks is her hat.
Right.
What excites you the most about President Trump?
Oh my gosh, everything. He tells everything straight as it is. No lies, no BS, nothing. And that's what this country needs, absolutely.
No political correctness and all of that?
Nothing, no lies.
Okay, how? This is the most dishonest president we've ever seen. And part of what appeals to her is Trump tells it like it is and he doesn't lie. She also moved because Trump did a rally. I considered moving actually to Louisiana once when Billy Joel played. I heard Billy Joel was playing a concert there and I was like, I should really move there. That makes sense. Okay, here's another woman who explains that her family hates Trump and she breaks down crying. This is really something to see.
I know my whole family has turned liberal and I don't know what happened because I didn't raise them that way. And they've all been brainwashed to think that he's the most horrible man ever when he's saving everyone.
Right.
I mean, I'm going to start getting emotional because everything depends on this. America depends on this. We have got to save. We've got to do everything we can. And I'm not even an American citizen. I was born in England, but I've been here since I was
That I don't know why I find that extra funny after the crying. I'm not even an American citizen, but she lives here. Okay.
And this is my home. And we've got to save it. We've just got to.
But that means she doesn't even vote, which is interesting.
God wins in the end, right? That's why the enemy is lashing out right now.
We know we're going to suffer for a while, but it's going to be good. It's going to be more glorious than anything we've ever seen.
And you understand, I mean, the guy introduces the full religious thing, but then she talks about this idea of we're going to suffer in the short run. It's all this kind of Christian dominionism, extreme ideology.
We have to have faith in God and pray and do everything we can. Everything.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. We will. I mean, just keep the faith. That's what
I have complete faith that this man is going to save us. He's basically saving the world, not just us, everyone. And I just can't wait until I'm never going to say I told you so, but I'm just going to be just so happy and I don't know what else to say. My husband was a United States Marine and he died from Agent Orange from his time in Vietnam, and I'm alone.
So, I mean, that's, at least her family figured out that they shouldn't support Trump. That's good. It shows us that even within families, some people can ultimately see reason. That's good. Here's another woman who explains that during Obama, Christians were persecuted, but then Trump came in and then they had freedom of religion. And Trump is like the most Christian president ever, which is just so not factually accurate.
Why is it that you support President Trump so much?
Oh, it's just heartbreaking what's going on in our country right now. When President Trump, when we were in Obama, like as Christians, we've been persecuted a lot.
Okay. That's not true.
And then when President Trump came, then all our rights are back.
There were no rights that were reestablished for Christians under Trump.
Freedom of religion. And
you always had it. It's in the Constitution.
Everything, we're free. President Trump is the most pro-Christian, most pro-Israel.
Trump may actually be an atheist. It's actually shocking how non-religious Trump has bamboozled so many people into thinking he's a Christian.
Pro-life, and all that.
Pro-life. He claims at 68 he became pro-life.
All his policies are amazing, he really taught us how to become patriot, and to love this country. Yeah. So, Yeah, so we were really, glad for him. We're grateful for him. And now what's going on with the communism, all the mandates.
There's no communism.
We're like being strangled, that our freedom is being stolen from us. So it's really, and all.
Now, of course, this is like a perfect example. If you actually ask her, give an example of a freedom you've lost in the last 9 months under Joe Biden, you would get an interesting conversation. If you said, give us an example of communism in the United States, it would get very interesting. The real question is this just a low IQ individual, or is this a brainwashed individual? Or is it both in some way? Here's one last one just to show you the craziness. Some guy said he was there to deliver legal documents to Trump, to help Trump. I don't know what the documents are supposed to do. Let's see.
Rich Thomas. Okay, Rich, go ahead. It says, you are the 46th president, period, says our Lord. Dear Mr. President Donald J. Trump, I have come to deliver legal documents to you so that you can give them to your legal team, period. Our King Jesus Christ has spoken to put you back in your office at the White House now.
It's funny. Are they legal documents or are they religious documents? If it's Jesus who has spoken to put Trump back in the White House, why is it even a question of legality? Like, isn't Jesus more powerful than legality?
Sincerely, Rich Thomas.
Awesome.
In other words, I had the legal documents here to put President Trump back in office now.
Well, he does watch us, so
That's
it's
what I'm
very
saying. In other
possible.
words, Mr. Trump, look me up. I have the documents. I'm here at the rally. I'm waiting to deliver. King Jesus says it's time to deliver. Are you hearing me?
Absolutely. There's a real
Okay, so King Jesus there says it is time to deliver. I don't know what we make of this. What I do know is it's really hard to reorient these people to reality. Whether it's hard because of a just limited cognitive capacity, whether it's hard because of brainwashing, whether it's, I'm not saying it's mental illness, but whether it's some kind of emotional imbalance, it's very tough to fix what we just saw. Let me know your thoughts. We'll take a quick break and be back after this.